Okay guys, '05 Dodge Grand Caravan, 3.3 liter V6. We got a valve cover gasket, front and back. We're gonna start with the back one. This is what it comes in. There's a part number here. It's VS50599R. So that's the part number. Anyways, we do need to take out the intake, upper intake. Pretty much, let me get my lighting going on here properly. So we need to take out, to get to the back, we're gonna be able to barely see it. So the lighting is terrible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove a lot of pipings. Okay, 8mm. This EGR valve tool will remove the two bolts down there, and some of these connectors here. It has a red tab here. Pull this back and then push the connector, and this will come out. 8mm on this. There's a couple of, there's a brake line, booster line that goes back there, very important. So let's start off from this side, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start by taking out this. We're gonna remove this Phillips head screw here, or 8mm, whatever you have works best. The bolt there, clamps on both sides, and this air housing should kind of lift out of there. And let's see if there's anything connected to it. There might be a sensor back here. Yep, there's a sensor here. It has a red tab. Push that back, and this guy should come out. So it's a smaller red tab on this. Push that back, and then you should be able to remove this guy. Come on, I'll be right back. Don't want to spend too much time recording something that we're not even seeing. So the sensor in the back, which is the temp sensor, airflow, this guy right here, temp sensor, comes off. Let's put that to the side. We do got a connector too, same thing, red tab. We do got a connector for this little guy here. And then we got some piping back over here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strip everything down. Once I have everything out, pretty much this bolt here, I'm gonna remove these two. I'm gonna just take these off right here. Just let this slide right out. Has a little slot here. I'm gonna remove all this, and then I'm gonna take off the two pipes back over here. Once these are off, just slip them off. Make sure you don't break the intake. 8mm. This will sit to side, and then we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, and 4 bolts in the back. Now this one will continue. So everything is loose. Got the bolts off this EGR pipe. Got the pipe off in the back. Got the two pipes off here. Everything is off. I had to pry this one off because this one has another 10mm down below. But now I did take out the throttle body, push it this way. And the reason is because the connectors, I couldn't even get to the connectors. There's two connectors back here. But anyways, time for me to remove the 10mm. If I could get to it. Come on, I need a short socket. Short socket. So I'm gonna try. Put them on my ratchet to get stuck, which almost happened. So make sure you remove all your bolts. You don't want to leave any bolts back there. You don't want nothing falling inside the engine. So there's 4 bolts, just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the back end. So I want to do the back end first, and then I'll come to the front. All this is gonna do is it's gonna give me a lot of room to work with. There's one over here. This pipe in the back is super duper hard. It doesn't even want to budge, so I kind of got it on and I just left it there. So it's time for me to remove the 4 in the front. I'd rather use my impact on this one because it's just quicker. 1, 2. And there we have it. I'm gonna take out these bolts. So this turtle should just come out. Come on, bolt. Not leaving you in there to fall. Okay. They're all the same. So remember, nothing on the top. So moment of truth. Let's see if this baby comes out. Hopefully there's nothing back there. This tubing is gonna bother me back here, but this turtle should just come out just like that. And EGR valve gasket. Make sure you don't lose that. Okay, now all we're gonna have here is we're just gonna have extra space to look around, and that's all we're gonna get. Nothing crazy. We're gonna have extra space. So there's bolts here, so I'm gonna get the whole thing out and I'm gonna get it done, and then we will check it out a little bit later. Okay, I got all the bolts out except the two in the middle, and I'm using a swivel here. There you go. And she's ready to come out. I might have to take out this pipe too because it's gonna hit on the firewall here, so bad freaking design. And when you're putting this back together, you gotta make sure you gotta get each one. You know what, I'm gonna have to take that pipe off. I'd rather do it now than later because it will give me a little bit of clearance to work on that bolt also. Plus, it's out of my way, so I'll be back. So I got that out, and there's a PCV valve inside that. That's amazing technology. It's a PCV valve, and then the pipe goes on top of it. All right, it's enough with that. Time for me to get this last bolt out so I can remove the whole cover and get this shit over with. Ah, there you go. Turn, 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 turn. Come on, baby, turn, turn, turn. You in a spot where the devils don't even want to be at. And now I think my tool is stuck. Yep, the tool is freaking stuck. My socket and the swivel, everything is freaking stuck. I'm gonna have to back in, put the bolt back in. I don't know. I don't know. There's my tool. Maybe I could turn it by finger here. I doubt it. So what I'll do is I'll try to just turn it. Socket and extension because the swivel is kind of thick. Yep, there you go. So this one has enough space for me to put my socket and extension only. Swivel's too thick and then it gets stuck as it comes up. So none of the bolts will come off. The way it's designed, it will stay stuck to the valve cover. So anyways, I think I got all the bolts out. And let's see if I could pry this guy open a bit. There you go. So going back now. Okay, I'm gonna put my, you know what? I do want to record it, but then I don't want nothing bothering. This fat pipe, if you can remove it, but your power steering is gonna leak out. So I'm gonna try to aim and avoid that from making another disaster, which might not work out, which might work, but I think I can get it out from this far back in here. Okay, and then we'll turn it back. Oh, it's not, okay, it just has enough clearance to come out from right here. There we have it, guys. The gasket is done deal. We're gonna put another gasket in and wish for the best. So let's get this gasket in and out. So it does come with grommets, so that's your choice if you want to change the grommets. So what I'm gonna do is I just want to feel the grommets. They're soft. They're still soft. So I'll get this out and then I'll clean the back area. See how the gasket goes? It also grips onto the bolt itself. So this is like, gasket has hardened. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna get this in and out and then we'll put it back on. Gonna have to shut the camera off for now. So guys, there we have it. Got the back end clean. You're not gonna see nothing back there. There's nothing to see, just clean everything around it. When I do the front one, you guys will see. But here's a new gasket. This is for the back side. So again, these gaskets, they're not gonna fall out because they sit inside that little plastic rubbery thing. Why is this not going in? Okay, thank God we caught that here, not there. Let's turn this. You know what? I did drop that bolt, so I don't know why it would act like that. Not sure what happened there, but I'm gonna have to hold that and turn that. It did fell on me, just that one. And it did get stepped on a little bit. So that washer in the center probably just held the thing in place. Okay, so come on. Now I got another disaster here. Not a disaster, but something that shouldn't have happened. So I'll be back. I'm gonna have to turn that guy and then come back. So it got stuck there. So make sure you check all the bolts. You don't want that once it's back there because you're gonna be taking it back out. So all of them are good. So this baby goes in this direction. The two studded bolts are to the far back. These one right here and to the far back. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna first get it in through here and then I'll slip it back down, okay? So it is gonna kind of go in behind the tubing of this power steering. First it's gonna go in, then I'm gonna try to lift the tubing out, get it underneath, and then slip it on this way. So that's how that's gonna go. Let's get some of these things out of the way. Whew. There goes nothing. So the gasket shouldn't fall. It's kind of very friendly there for us. And now I gotta go behind this stupid power steering. Okay, no room. And I got an injured arm. Oh. Okay, so I'll be right back once I have, because everything is just falling. That's why I said don't have nothing up there. So give me a moment and then we'll just finish up the job. So we got the whole car in place. Make sure all the pipes, vacuum lines, intake, everything is in. I still gotta tighten this. Okay, and I gotta put the connectors in for this. And make sure you get the connectors back there that we removed. I took out the whole throttle body, so I didn't have to disconnect a couple of the bolts there. To cover the connectors there, but it's time for us to work on this front valve cover over here, which is very easy. One, well, we're gonna have to pull this guy off. It's probably gonna break. Oh, we got lucky. Deep socket. 2, 3. So what you're about to see here is what we're doing in the back, just a little hidden. And we got oil leak all over. And that is the main reason why we're changing all these. So if your grommet, you want to change the grommets, it's up to you. But I didn't find them necessary for me to change them. But we're not going to be able to get in there. So I'm going to have to do these 2 bolts. Same way I did in the back. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit longer extension. Same way I did in the back with the swivel, but the swivel might get stuck, so we're just gonna loosen it, and then we don't need the swivel no more, so just loose. Let's get this out of here. Same thing here. We're gonna loosen it counterclockwise, and once it's loose, just the tip of this socket will do the job. This one I can't get to. Oh, there you go, I got them all. Perfect. So that's how easy that was. Now, same thing, we're gonna have to kind of, it's gonna be stuck onto that, so this bolt is still stuck. See how easy this was? That's how easy that was. We just needed more clearance. And this whole thing will come off just like that. And if you want to remove that dipstick cover, fine. So I'm gonna clean this one while we here. Okay, get yourself a clean cloth. Try not to push anything in. I try to kind of remove it down and just get it out of the way. Same thing over here. Try to get it out of the way. Don't push nothing inside the block, inside the engine. So let me just skim this through off my hand first. So the surface gotta be clean. It doesn't have to be like, see this stuff? This could stay behind because that's just on the outer edge. But if there's anything in between the gasket and the block, like some of the dirt will just kind of move forward from the top here, then the gasket's not gonna have a good seal. So this is pretty much clean here. So now let's get this gasket out, which kind of gave me trouble on the bench because it was so brittle that it wouldn't come out. Same thing here. This is very, very brittle. And make sure you get every freaking piece out. It was kind of breaking here and things were just staying behind. So make sure you get those things out of there. So there you go. Ah, yes. So far looking good. My hands are kind of messy, but you see how it broke off right there? That's where it's gonna be trouble for me now. But flathead screwdriver will do the job. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this out. Once this is out, make sure you get this out, okay? And I'll be right back with the new gasket once this is out. And make sure you clean the surface on this too. Here goes nothing. I did wipe this down, so the new gasket goes in just like this. Why is the light somewhere else? So okay, this is gonna go that way. So there is, it is like a little directional. We don't need that towel no more. So once we get one or two in, after that it's just a buzz. That vacuum line was connected here. So that's the first thing I removed to do the back one. So you are gonna have to take that off and make sure you put that back on. Okay, there you go. So you're just gonna have to kind of get these tabs in. Trying to make this quickly as possible. Pretty much I did this whole job under an hour and a half. So there we go, we got them all in. If you want to clean the heck out of this, it's all up to you, but it's not necessary for you to do all that. Don't go that banana either. So it's time for us to put this baby back together. So pretty much remove this dipstick, it might give you trouble, and just get that out of the way. Okay, so here goes nothing. Same way we took it out, same way it goes back in. And make sure you get all the bolts by hand, okay? Before you put any power tools on it, before you put any ratchet on it, all these gotta be caught and snugged in. So try to, when you tighten them center, both of these. Do these first, then those, then those edges one. Okay, so we're just gonna snug them all in. Let me get out of the way of the camera. There you go. Right-handed guy got a good angle here. Let me get this top one here. That way we have everything sitting the way it's supposed to sit. And I'm gonna get that back one over there. And I'll get this one. I'll do this. So if you want to do the grommets, it's going to be a little bit extra work, but I try not to mess with some things that doesn't need to be done. They were so soft, so that's up to you guys. So what I want to do is now I want to hand tighten these. I'm not going to put no power tools on these, so they're going to be only hand tight. So what I want to do is I want to kind of snug. They're going to stop because that little mechanism right in the middle is not going to allow you to go too far and crush the crap out of that gasket. It's just going to let you do enough. Okay, that's that. 1, 2, and don't go crazy because you can freaking break those bolts and you will be in trouble, and you can crush that little mechanism in the middle. And you don't want none of that. So I'm gonna get this bolt all the way in and I'm gonna lock it down. And then we got the one over there. So this is with the swivel here. There you go, nice and tight. If you got torque specs, if you wanna torque it, it's all up to you, but I think doing this one with the hand tight is just fine enough. It's kind of hot day today. What is going on? Why is my ratchet not tightening? It's going the wrong way. It's almost there. There goes nothing. Nice and tight with this little ratchet here. Nice and tight. So center two are tight. I don't need to touch those. Center two are tight in the bottom. So all I got is the rest of the bolts that needs tightening. 2 on each side. This is 1. And this is 2. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me get this one right here. Bada bing, bada boom. And shebang. All well done. Make sure you put your dipstick in. This baby, I did the oil pan too on this, so I need to put oil in there. This guy goes in. Double check all your work, all the connectors are in. Make sure that brake booster vacuum line is in, the EGR valve's in, all the connectors are in. This is in. Throttle is free. I had all the gaskets in, everything is in. And I'm gonna put the oil in. And after that, what you wanna do is let the car run. Once you put everything, oil and everything in, let the car run and observe it, and there should be no leak. Sometimes your gasket can get ripped. It can go out of the level. It can get like some kind of wire stuck in the back that you can't see. So make sure you pay attention to all that. So thank you for watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. See you guys on the next one. The car is running. I wouldn't recommend you spray anything to clean anything. Just leave it alone. Let it burn off. Look for leaks underneath. I did it at the oil. So if you did the oil pan, okay, so everything looks good back there front. If you did the oil pan and you drain the oil, make sure your oil's in there, okay? So thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. See you guys on the next video.